Tippy time, my damies, welcome back to the channel. It's Top Cat here, and today we are looking at my first Voidwalker build of the season. With this build we have a couple of things we want to achieve, DPS being the primary focus. But secondly, I've tried to create a good all-rounder build. I want to be able to do everything with this. I want to be able to do crowd control, and I want to be able to deal with the champs and things of that nature in in-game content. And I want to set this up so I don't have to spend 10 minutes on my build every time I do a different activity. So for this I've gone with the Secant Filaments, the new Warlock boots. These have two great functions. The main reason we're using it is the Devouring Rift. Casting an Empowering Rift will grant you Devour. We are also running Feed the Void to get Devour, but this is primarily to get 2 fragment slots. We want Devour to utilize the seasonal artifact mod, Devouring Depths, casting your Void Super while you're critically wounded, or benefiting from Devour. That is the easier way, otherwise we have to go around trying to hurt ourselves just to make the DPS better, which isn't optimal. So we just plant our Rift down, it's going to give us Devour. If we chuck on Nova, it's an extra 30% damage, which is great. Now you might be saying, oh, I want to run Healing Rift. You don't need to run Healing Rift. We are running Child of the Old Gods. This has got a couple of benefits. It's going to weaken our targets. Additionally, when we kill things in here, it's going to help heal us. We're already going to be getting Devour, so that's healing us. So a Healing Rift is not required. We are healing, we're getting the added DPS from our Rift as well. My little void buddy is called Dennis. He will be a great addition to your fire team. Not only can he help weaken big targets, he can help clear adds. He can do this at close range and at long distances as well. Just shoot him with your weapon. It has to be like a pellet or a linear or something like that. You can see the range he actually goes out quite far, and look how the range of the tether there is just ridiculous. That is like tether length suppression there. Now I know it might be hard to give up Chaos Accelerant. We are not using this. The reason so is we are primarily using our grenades for 2 things. We're using them to debuff bosses and to get a Void Well to proc our volatile rounds and things like that. So this ain't grenade spamming, this is grenades for necessity. So recapping the build thus far, the Secant Filaments are going to give us Devour. That's going to help proc our Devouring Depths. We got Dennis, a little void buddy. He's going to weaken the targets. We chuck a grenade on the target to weaken him again, and then we chuck our Nova. And you'll see here, we'll see a side-by-side comparison. Alizé here has standard Nova at 236 damage, and we have done 489 damage with the same Nova. I would still recommend you run the Vortex grenades, as they got the good suck. And I find they're best for weakening when using the Echo of Undermining Fragment. We'll also be using Echo of Remnants for a lingering effect, and Echo of Exchange just so our melees can give us added grenade energy. Now let's turn to our day-to-day utility. We will be using Echo of Persistence. This is going to help enhance our Devour effects. As you note with Devour, I'm going to chuck a grenade down. It gives us a 5-second Devour buff. But then the second ad walks into it, it gives us 15 seconds. There's some interesting mechanics that are going on at play here. We'll just try it again, same again. So you get like that 8-second window. As second one walks in, we get a 15-second window. Every time we kill things, it'll go up to that 15 seconds. We use the Child of Old Gods though, and we've now got a 22-second Devour window that we constantly be pushed back up to that every time we get a kill. That just pretty much make us invincible. Now we take a look at the second perk in the Secant Filaments. Damage dealt by you and your allies when you are in the Empowering Rift will disrupt combatants. This is Overload. This will work with any weapon that you are using inside of your Rift. I tried it here with the Sleeper and it's just instant overload, so it does the damage straight away at the overload value. This works here with my fusion rifle as well. And if you're running any other weapons, say in my case an unstopped pulse rifle, that will be negated by the Rift. So if you are standing in the Rift and you want to use overload, just still use your unstop, but you have to make sure that you are shooting at the appropriate target, as this will override its standard function of unstop. Now let's break down the mods. I'm running Ashes to Assets. This isn't necessarily required. You could run this out for a ammo finder if you wanted. Same with the Psionic Forging. I'm using this to go with my Psycho Hack perk for my fusion rifle. This gives us a suppression effect against higher health bar adds. You can see there he's gone red, so it's not allowing him to use his normal utility. This is great against the hive that have ghosts, as it stops them from chucking blade barrages and things like that at you. Also using Psionic Forging 2. This will help my land tank perk that I'm running here on my Peace of Mind, which is one of my favourite new pulse rifles this season. We are running one Fontamite perk on our helmet. We are running a second on our gauntlets. We're also running Unstoppable Pulse, but you can swap this out for anyone that is required for said mission. And we are also using a grenade kickstart mod. We want the grenade energy as we are using elemental ordnance to allow us to make wells. This will feed our Fontamite and our volatile rounds. I'm also running a Void Affinity chest piece that I normally do this season, as that way I can run the thermo shock plating to be covered on all bases of all elements. I like the interaction of volatile rounds with this fusion rifle. You see there, just suppressing him. I pick up the well, I'm going to get volatile rounds, and you see volatile explosion procs on every single shot the fusion rifle does. We got plenty of space on our legs there for scabs as required, and we're running elemental time dilation. This will push up our Fontamite to be in line with our volatile rounds, so we try not to get out of sync with each other and not having to run around and look for extra wells to keep our volatile in check. I'm running double utility kickstart as we are required to use our rift both for DPS and ad clearance, so this will just give us pretty much 100% uptime on that. Anyway guys, that's the build for today. Sorry it's not as spammy as my normal ones, but I find this is just a great workhorse. With, like I said at the start, we're going to be doing some mad deeps with our Nova Bomb. A little Void Buddy Dennis with Child of the Old Gods is just going to help clear all the ads out, keep us in good health, keep us with good damage. It's just a real workhorse of a build. I can take down any champs I want to pretty much. I just have to mod for between barrier and unstoppable, so that's not really an issue at all. Just change your primary out depending on your thing. Anyway guys, give it a go, see what you think for yourself. Tippy tie till next time, what a tie. Bottom of everything, he's the most tip top cat.